So let's go to our first bout of day 5. We have Tamanoshima against Shimotori. Tamanoshima came into Makuuchi Sumo 2000. Shimotori on the right there, his first Makuuchi Basho. Said he would have been a school teacher if he hadn't managed to get into pro sumo. Here he is, and doing quite well. So that's his 4th win so far. He's only got 1 loss. So first time out, he's doing exceptionally well. 22 years old, quite young, and 144 kilos. Quite tall, looks as though he can put on quite a bit of weight yet. Now we have Oikari from Issei no Umi stable. He fights Tamakasuga from the Kato Onami stable. Both have beaten each other once. So the lighter one, Oikari, at 136 kilos, comes out first, bangs in, Tamakasuga stops him dead, and then slaps him down with hatakikomi. So 3rd win for Tamakasuga, 3rd loss for Oikari. Both men are noted for their tsuparis, but we didn't see too much of that in that bout. Next out, Dejima, one-time former Ozeki, now down at Maigashira 7. A string of bad results due to his injuries, it has to be said. So Dejima there, pushing in hard, almost lost it at the end as Hamanishiki tried to wriggle out, but the decision goes to Dejima. Wins there with oshitaoshi, or push down. So 3rd win for Dejima. Says he's feeling much fitter this basho. So perhaps he's finally getting a grip of his injuries. Now Aminishiki against Takanowaka. Takanowaka's had a lot of promise as a sumo wrestler, a lot of attention in the early days, somehow never fulfilled the hopes that people placed on him. Last basho he had to drop out, he broke some ribs. Well, that was a very neat win there, hooks his leg round, sotogake, outside hook, and spills Aminishiki over without too much trouble. 4th win now for Takanowaka, certainly doing better than his last basho when he only had 3 wins. Let's watch this again. So Aminishiki bangs in with a head, but you can see his face pushed up a bit there. And then a bit of jockeying around there. And then we look for Takanowaka's leg to hook round the back. You see Aminishiki a little bit too much side on with his left thigh, much closer. And there it goes, there's the hook round, and Aminishiki tries to spin him over the top, but he'd already hit the deck, so waste of movement really, that one. Now we have Kaiho against Otsukasa. Both of these come from the same amateur stable, Nichidai. They fought each other 8 times. Kaiho's won 5 of those. Kaiho on the left comes out, bangs heads, and then straight from the bang, Otsukasa just slaps him on the back of the head. 3rd loss for Kaiho, 4th win for Otsukasa, who's doing quite well so far in this tournament. Only 1 loss. That's the tactics of sumo. You come out from the crouch down, charge in at top speed, and you slam into the other man, and then you go for whatever path you've chosen there for the belts, or you keep it open, or perhaps you try and sidestep the other wrestler. Now Toki fights Miyabiyama. These two have fought 5 times previously. Toki's won 3 of them. Miyabiyama, former Ozeki. There was some dispute when he was made Ozeki. There were a number of votes against him, but he scraped through. But he didn't do so well as an Ozeki, and now he's down at Maigashira 8. So that was Toki beating him there with Hikiotoshi. And that was Toki's 4th win. And these next two have fought each other 9 times previously. Tokitsuumi here has won 6 times. Kyokutenho is on a losing streak at present. It's got 4 straight losses. So bangs in hard, but fails to get the belt from the slam. Tokitsuumi keeping it a little bit open. He's got his long arm in on the belt, the underarm grip there, and he spins him over. So that's a 5th straight loss for Kyokutenho. His previous basho only had 6 wins and 9 losses. So it looks like he's heading for a repeat performance of that poor result. And that was the 2nd win for Tokitsuumi. Wakanosato dropped a bit of weight. He was previously around the 156 kilo mark. He's down to about 150 kilos this basho. He's not looking quite so powerful here, fighting Kotonowaka, who he's fought 11 times. He's only won 3 of them. Kotonowaka, as we saw, beat Tochiazuma quite comfortably. Similar tactic here. He's looking a little bit stronger, is basho. Wakanosato there wriggling his hips. You see the way he pulls his hips, buttocks right the way back, stretches Kotonowaka's grip and then wriggles side to side, and that breaks the grip. So Wakanosato wins that one, beats Kotonowaka. And a nice little demonstration there of how they break the grips on the belts. 2nd win for Wakanosato and 3rd loss for Kotonowaka. Next out is Kotomitsuki, who did so well in the last tournament, had 12 wins last time out. He's got 2 losses so far, and it's very early on in this basho, so he's not doing too well. Fights Kyokushuzan, who he's beaten only once before. So not much of a headbanging start there. Kyokushuzan comes straight out and puts both hands to Kotomitsuki's shoulders to stop him dead, but here they are, resting head to head, tries a slap down, hatakikomi. Kyokushuzan used something like 30 plus techniques in his sumo career so far, so he's capable of a number of winning techniques. Always tricky. Well, Kotomitsuki is a very skillful wrestler though, and he gets that arm in, that deep arm, and manages to force Kyokushuzan out with yorikiri. Kotomitsuki's only been in Makuuchi Sumo since 2000. 25 years old, still quite young by sumo standards. Now we have Tosanoumi, fights Kaio. Well, Tosanoumi's beaten Kaio 6 times, but as we've seen, Kaio can be strong or he can be weak. This basho is looking strong. There's not much weight difference between them. Kaio's 170 kilos, Tosanoumi 160. And they're both about the same age. Kaio's 29 years old, Tosanoumi's 30. Both been in pro sumo a long time. We see the speed of the charge there. It gives you an idea how fast they come out, these guys. Tosanoumi there jumping the gun. Well, you see the slight difference of speed there. Kaio jumped the gun as well, but he came out very much slower than Tosanoumi. So what happens this time? So Tosanoumi slightly faster across the line to Kaio. Kaio absorbs the shock, drives backwards, finds the edge with his feet to stop the push, and then he spins him over with an X-row. Well, we've seen that before from Kaio, that neck move. Maybe it's a new addition to his repertoire. Well, Kaio looks as though he was on his way out there as he gets driven back by Tosanoumi, but his rear leg finds the edge of the ring. You can see it there. There it is. Finds it there, and he grabs him around the neck and spins him over. So next row, Kubinagi win there by Kaio. 5th straight win for the Ozeki. 3rd loss for Tosanoumi. Now Musoyama against Akinoshima. Musoyama 177 kilos. Akinoshima 151. 34 years old, Akinoshima, and 29-year-old Musoyama. So nice head-banging start there, but from the bank, Musoyama just locks in on the belt and drives Akinoshima back and out with yorikiri. So Akinoshima not getting much of a look in that bout. 4th win for Musoyama, 3rd loss for Akinoshima. Masashimaru, the Yokozuna, coming out for his bout. or getting ready for his bout, I should say. The other Yokozuna, Takanohana's sitting out this basho. That's the 5th basho in a row he hasn't fought, which is a record for Yokozuna. Normally, if they can't fight, they're required to retire. Now, Takanonami against Chio Taikai. Takanonami is looking quite good this tournament. Chio Taikai has 1 loss already. Very careful start there. Chio Taikai goes for the shove, but his hands almost slide off. Well, look at that. Chio Taikai recovers, charges into Takanonami. Looks as though he's got him at the edge, and then Takanonami just pirouettes on the edge. And Chio Taikai went flying past. So 2nd loss for Chio Taikai. Let's watch that one again. There's the start. Now Takanonami looks like he's going to lose here. He just gets driven backwards right to the edge, and there's that turn. And he manages to use his knee as well, I think. Takanonami there, he assisted Chio Taikai out with a little nudge from the knee. 3rd win for Takanonami, 2nd loss for Chio Taikai. Well, that woman there is one of the very few women in the sumo hierarchy. She sits on the Yokozuna Deliberation Committee. Uchidate. Now we have Tochi Azuma against Asa Shoryu. These two have fought 5 times. Tochi Azuma's won 3 of them, but we saw the bout the last basho when there was blood all over the place. Let's see if Tochi Azuma's psychologically got over that that battering he took. He survived it very well, but maybe he's expecting it again. Well, the head's bang at the start. Asa Shoryu is not going for the face. Quite different now. He locks on the belt, and it's Tochi Azuma who goes out. So that's a loss for Tochi Azuma. 2nd loss for him. He's not doing so well either in this basho. By day 5, 2 losses is not very good for somebody who was going for promotion to Yokozuna. He needed to win this basho if he wanted to get that far. And Asa Shoryu wins that. It shows he can win without slaps to the face. So 2nd win for Asa Shoryu. Watch that one again. So he comes out, the head's bang, no slaps, goes straight for the belt. It's astounding this Mongolian wrestler. He's got so much fighting spirit. He just burns to win, and he's carving through the ranks of these Japanese wrestlers like hot knife through butter. Next, concluding bout of day 5, Musashi Maru, 223 kilograms. That's just under 500 pounds of body weight. Fights Tochi Nonada at a mere 363 pounds, or 165 kilos. Well, Tochi Nonada's beaten Musashi Maru only twice in a long series of bouts. Musashi Maru looking a lot more comfortable now when the sumo's a bit open and flowing. Now this suits, of course, the big man. He just locks in tight, leans against the opponent, lets them wear themselves out, and there he assists the push out with a hand on the chin, and he drives Tochi Nonada out. So 5 straight wins for Musashi Maru. Certainly looking very strong this tournament. And that was the 4th loss for Tochi Nonada. And some prize money for the Yokozuna at the end of that bout. So that was a yorikiri win. And after that, well, I was going to say after that was the bow twirling ceremony, but let's just watch this one again. So Musashi Maru there just leaning in, using his much greater weight to maximum advantage. As they say in sumo, weight is a weapon. And as he starts banging in his big stomach, saw one bang there, and there he starts to move. And let's just watch the hand on the chin. There it is, forces the head back, and out goes Tochi Nonada. So at the end of day 5, we have 2 wrestlers in the lead, Musashi Maru and Kaiho, both with 5 straight wins. Behind them, Musoyama with 4 wins and 1 loss. This is the bow twirling ceremony, always done by the same wrestler, usually one who's given up any hopes of going any further. Stay with us, we'll be back very shortly.